Hey everybody, and welcome to Sports Central. I'm Mark Jackson. To my right, Mr. Hank Longo, my co-host. Hank, wow, what an exciting month in the world of sports we just went through, and we've got another one coming up here in April. Oh, it's unbelievable. We have some special guests and a lot of people to thank this week. It has been, just unbelievable, the stuff that's going on. Russ Matt's wrapped up. Tigers are in Detroit now, and
spring season.
It's not stopping there.
We're getting ready for another great year, and we want to thank the folks at Harry's Old Place for being a sponsor of this first segment of Sports Central.
Absolutely. Well, if you haven't figured it out already, shame on you, because the Weber bowling team, both men's and women's, are stellar this year. The women's won the national championships. We have two celebrities with us from that team, Mr. Del Warren and Katie Thornton. Katie, you're no stranger to this show. Of course,
No.
Del, you aren't either, but she's a lot better looking than you are.
No argument. No argument.
Welcome, and we're just delighted to have you guys on the show. First off, congratulations. Wow, amazing. You guys just keep racking up the trophies and the accolades. Just phenomenal, Katie. How does that make you feel? I mean, just like you're a celebrity in the bowling world.
I mean, it's a great feeling every time we go to a tournament. It's always a fun experience, and then winning on top of it is always the icing on top of the cake, and it's been a really great year so far. So I'm looking forward to the one last tournament we have for the USBC Championship.
And what is the USBC Championship?
The ITC is the championship that has all the collegiate teams combined. So there's NCAA, there's NAIA, and then there's also like club teams for all the divisions. So it's literally the best 16 teams in the country competing for the one title.
Okay, Del, you're in charge of both, men's and women's. Sort of, kind of,
yeah. Great. It's been a great year so far, and we're defending national champions in both men and women. So we made a statement this year. We had to decide, really, or we were going to say, this is really what our goal was. Of course, everybody wants to win, but to make the statement is something else. And the teams have handled it very, very well. It's been a solid season, and to go into this time of year and win that tournament, and the men finished a solid third, came very, very close to winning as well. I'm very, very optimistic about where we are right now. It's just as a culmination of where you start in August, and we are here right now, ready to go.
Has anybody won back-to-back?
There have been teams where the men or the women have won back-to-back, but no program in history has where the men and the women combined have won back-to-back, and that's why we decided, we've made some pretty good. We've had some pretty good success in the 5 years now, the fifth year of the program, and so why not make the statement? Go for it. You you live once here, so
good stuff.
Now, Katie, how do you keep yourself calm when you're in these big championships and just have to kind of focus on just throwing a good ball?
Well, for me and with the other girls on the team, we like to kind of have like one word or something that will make us laugh or something like that. Just it keeps you really relaxed. And then I always take deep breaths before if there's something like a really big shot or anything like that. But I don't try to put too much emphasis on something. We really work on going through a process, and we kind of stick to that process. So it feels like it's the same shot over and over again, even if one means more than the other or one is for the national championship or not.
So what are things? I mean, I've bowled, through my lifetime, and I have fun doing it. Never competed or anything, or been on the league, but enjoy it. For the people watching that aren't, competitive bowlers, what are some of the basic things you have to think of when you get ready to roll the ball?
Some of the basic things are just getting for us, it's posting a shot, sticking our finish at the foul line. That's really important for us because.
When you say stick a finish, what does that mean?
Like when you get to the foul line and you follow through with your approach and sticking the finish, so that way you can see your ball motion. One of the important things for us is communicating with each other to make moves when the lanes are starting to change. And posting the shot will allow you to see the ball motion much better, which allows us to move a lot quicker than other teams would in that case.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Del, difference between coaching girls and boys. Let's first of all, who's tougher and who's more coachable, or is there a difference?
Well, there's a difference. It's just a strategy. I mean, it's I don't really look at it as girls and boys as much as who they get to knowing the individual. So everybody processes information differently. There are different times where sometimes you have to be dad, sometimes you have to be mom, sometimes you have to be very stern, and sometimes you just kind of you've got to be that fun-loving person, and you've got to take a stressful situation. You kind of make a joke out of it, and sometimes the coaches we do our very, very best to really treat each athlete, whether they're male or female, graduate student or freshman, very individual within the team concept. So that's the toughest part of coaching, is really knowing how to speak to an athlete in a very tough situation and be able to trigger something in them so that they can perform at their best.
Now, Katie, how many of the national teams have you been on? The women have won 3 national championships. Have you been on all 3?
I've been on all 3, yes.
Oh, my God.
So you're going to be a senior, or you are a senior?
This is my last year of eligibility, and I am a graduate student.
And?
So my last tournament is the ITC, so that'll be my last chance to win a national championship.
What's ITC stand for?
The Intercollegiate Team Championships.
When is it, and where is it?
It is in Nebraska, and it is the 17th through 20th of April.
Oh, wow, so you're coming up.
It's coming up.
Gotta be
We are here.
It's here.
So you're prepping now, and are you still working with Kegel quite a bit?
Yes, all the time. We practice there every single day at the training center, and we have a locker room there as well, so our team practices are always there, and we can come in any morning if we want to, and come and do an individual practice as well. We have our pro shop there where we drill all of our equipment, so all of our bowling for practice is done in that facility.
Now, where did you grow up?
I am from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Okay, and how did you get into bowling?
My grandma actually took me to a all-you-can-bowl on Tuesdays for 3 hours, and it was like $5, and I was always bored during the summer, so she tried to get me to do something, and I kind of just fell in love with it, and then I joined a league in the fall, and I never looked back, kind of thing.
Wow.
You know, it's the most popular sport in the United States.
70 million.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. Take a look at the Sporting Good Manufacturers Report, and you go, holy smokes. And I'll be teaching a class or something. I go, what's the most popular sport in the United States? Soccer, football, whatever. No, bowling. No, yeah. Really. So it's really, really good stuff. So the ITC's coming up. Obviously, you're prepping for that. It sort of coincides with finals week, though, doesn't it? Isn't that about the same time?
The finals are the week after.
Oh, so you really get well prepared for finals. Maybe get a little leniency from some of the pressers.
It's definitely a busy 2 weeks, that's for sure.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, going into the season, you had to have some personal goals. Del, as looking at it from a coach's standpoint, you're a little bit different. Okay, I have 2 national championships under my belt. Can I repeat? Can we repeat? How did you prepare for, a third potential national championship if you go all the way back to the start of the season?
The one thing I thought about through most of the year was I didn't want to look back and think I could have done something more if the outcome wasn't what I wanted. So I kind of had been throughout the whole year doing what I can and giving what I know that would be my best. And if the situation and we had the opportunity to win again, that would be great, but I at least know that I gave everything I could and I prepared myself 100% for a chance to have that. And if it happens, it happens, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least I know I can look back and say, I couldn't have done anything else for the situation to be different. So that's kind of how I looked at it.
What is it that you prepare? When you say you're preparing for this, there's got to be specific things that are on your checklist that you want to make sure you're getting done?
Just far as practicing and academics and working out and being there for my teammates and being a role model or a leadership role for them. And if like I could have gone and done something, but instead I would do something for my teammates if they needed help for homework or anything like that, or they wanted to go practice and they needed a ride. I would put away my time to go do that for them, so that way they were able to be the best they could be, so that way we would be a unit at the end, and that would be my goal.
Now, you were the NAIA Women's Player of the Year.
Yes.
Is Grandma kind of happy about
Oh,
that?
my grandma was really happy. That's for sure.
That's fantastic.
Yes. She called me. I actually texted my dad first. I sent him a picture, and then she called me, and she was so excited.
That's wonderful.
That was for sure. And my dad and my mom as well, they were all super excited, and they kept asking me a million questions, and then I was like, well, we haven't even bowled the tournament yet. I want to win that one too. So it was really exciting though.
Del, your men's MVP, John Trzynski.
Yep, you got it.
Hey, I'm from Wisconsin. There's a lot of Polish people up there, so I've learned to pronounce that, at least what I think is correctly, over the years. But how excited was he? I mean, that
John's very much like Katie. John's a graduate student. This is last year. It's his last tournament coming up, and he's been getting better all year. He's been probably our most solid player, but it's just been in the last 2 months as he's prepared for the end of his career and to try to win another national championship. He's really worked hard on his game, and everything has kind of come together, and he bowled fabulous. What I like about these awards, they're voted on by their peers, by the other coaches. So it's just recognition by your competitors that your program, your teams, and your individuals are being recognized by your competitors, which that's really pretty cool. So we were thrilled. He's worked incredibly hard, and so both these individuals have made sure that this year, that when they throw their final ball, that there are no regrets. They've given it their best.
Well, it isn't just Katie and John. You had 2 All-Americans, or 3 All-Americans, and 2 second runner-up All-Americans. I mean, that's like a all-star team.
Well, yeah, and again, it's a testament to the Kegel Training Center, the program. Coach Randy Stoughton, who works along by my side, Rick Wilsey, who's another coach. We're just so dedicated to these kids, and it breeds a culture of being your best and doing your best in the classroom and on the lanes. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but it really is. There's so much energy in the training center when you watch them practice and as they prepare for a tournament. It's just a lot of fun, and I just get excited every time I think about it, and the things that the team in general has accomplished.
Well, that's some great stuff. We appreciate you guys coming out. I know you're busy getting prepared for the upcoming and the final championships of at least your college career. Hopefully you move on to the pros. We'll have to keep an eye on her career over the years, Del, and you'll keep us updated.
See that $250,000 check hanging from the TV.
Hank will be there helping her hold it up, I'm sure. So once again, congratulations to you and the entire team. And also to Bill Heath, who, great athletic director and doing well.
Well, Weber's just been fantastic. It's been a great partnership, and Bill's a huge supporter of our program, and we just had him over. We just had a ring ceremony and he just, you could just see he's just beaming, this wouldn't be possible, obviously, without Weber, and the Kegel partnership has been fantastic.
Well, you have great coaching staff, you and Randy, and of course, all-star team with Katie leading the way, of course, and we're very grateful that you could join us today. Looking forward to doing this again next year for number 4.
Oh, man.
So, you never know.
Just keep going.
Yeah, there you go.